Hello everyone, welcome to our ICT class. I hope you all are healthy and fit in your home. So stay home, stay safe. So without wasting much time, let's start our class. The topic for today's class is a new language, new programming language, C++. So you might be thinking why we should learn this language, right? So let's explore why we should learn this language and what is the importance. Okay, so the table of contents we have today are what is C++ and its history, where it came from, how it got developed, okay, and what are the features and uses of C++. Okay. Okay. So what is C++? Okay. C++ is actually a general purpose programming language. General purpose means it has its so many uses, okay? It can be used for so many purposes, and it is a case sensitive language. Case sensitive means here the capital letter and small letter will consider different, okay? That means if the program is in a small letter, you need to type exactly same as that. Okay, and free from programming language, we support object-oriented, procedural and generic programming. Means this line free from programming language, I'll discuss what is objective-oriented, what does it mean and what does it implement for. And also the second point, C++ is a middle level language. Middle level language means which also use assembly language and high level language. That means it is also used for manufacturing and some new developments. Okay. Okay. So its history, where does it came from? It was developed by Bjarne Stroustrup. Yes, it's a little difficult actually. Bjarne Stroustrup. Okay, the pronunciation, and it was discovered at this lab AT&T Bell Laboratory, which is in USA. You need to remember these names of laboratory and the person who developed it in the year 1980. Okay. Okay. Actually, why does this plus is there? Okay, after see why does this plus is there, the reason behind this is actually this language is a superset of C language. First, C language was discovered actually, and to add some new features, Bjarne Stroustrup discovered this language, developed this language C++ as a superset of C language. Okay, there he add more features, new features, and plus C language. Actually, the mother of all the programming language is C language, which was developed by Dennis Ritchie. Okay, the person Dennis Ritchie had developed C language. Okay, and more features got added and it became C++. Plus means like adding more things to the C, and it became a different thing now from the C language. Okay. Okay. So features. What are the features in this language that is helpful for us, for programmers? Okay, so see here there are 10 features. And object-oriented programming. Object-oriented programming, what does it mean? We will discuss in next slide. Let's discuss another one, platform independent. Platform independent means it can run in any OS, operating system. That means it will run in Windows, Android, or in Linux also, or in Macintosh also. Okay, that means we should not modify anything to run the codes. Okay, it is simple also. And high level programming language means which is coded by the user. Okay, instructions are given by user, and it is in the English ordinary form, right? It's very popular. Case sensitive, I already discussed case sensitive. Compiler based. compiler based. Some programming languages are actually compiler based and some are interpreter based. So these two are actually language processor which convert the high level language, this language, into machine code which can be understood by the computer. Okay, so here C++ uses compiler. Okay, languages like Python use interpreter, QBasic use interpreter. Okay, dynamic memory allocation, DMA. Dynamic memory allocation means when we are using any variable in coding, okay, that variable is stored in the memory. In C++, the memory management is very good as compared to other languages. Okay, that means it will not waste the memory if it is not used. Okay, and existence of libraries. Existence of libraries means C++ has a lot of stocks of libraries. Libraries means there are some methods, functions which will help the programmer to import something which they want. Okay, like if you want to design a teddy or anything, okay, that means from their library you can import that thing. Okay, so basically in programming language, library means the functions and the methods. Okay, properties. Speed, yes, because it is using compiler, it's very faster than other languages. Okay, all the codes are converted at once, compiled at once. All the errors you will see at once only. Okay, so let's move to the programming approaches. It is the object-oriented programming, right? So what is object-oriented? Actually, there are two approaches of programming. First one, procedural and object-oriented. That means a user can use these two approaches to give the instruction to the computer. Okay, and all the programming languages are under these two programming approaches. Okay, so all the students, please see this video to understand what is object-oriented language. I hope you will understand by this video. Actually, I also find this very helpful to exactly know what is object-oriented and what is procedural-oriented. Okay.
The question then becomes, how do you design a programming language so humans can create meaningful sets of instructions? There are many ways to do it, but the two organizational concepts I'll cover are procedural programming languages and object-oriented programming languages. A procedural programming language focuses on the data and the tasks required to produce a result. You break everything down into tasks, write your programming instructions in a series of what are called subroutines, and then use logic to decide which instructions to follow. Object-oriented programming, by contrast, focuses on the objects involved in a calculation. As an example, think of a car. You can describe the car, specify actions you can perform with the car, and enumerate things that can happen to the car. These three types of characteristics form the backbone of object-oriented programming. Descriptive items are called properties. For a car, you can have properties that store the car's manufacturer, model, year, color, and price. Actions you can perform with a car are called methods and are described using verbs. For example, you can drive a car, park a car, or wash a car. Things that can happen to a car are called events. Some events mirror the object's methods, such as a car being started or being parked. The difference is that when an event such as a car being started occurs, the program detects the change in the car's state and runs any instructions you want to be run when that event occurs. For example, your car's onboard computer could be programmed to turn on the car's headlights when you start it. If you create an event called car_onStart, the instructions you include in that event's definition will run whenever someone starts the car. Object-oriented programming was the hot new thing in the late 1980s and early 1990s, and languages such as Smalltalk and Objective-C provided some neat capabilities that...
Okay everyone, I hope you have understood what is object-oriented language. Basically, you need to think that C++ uses a technique which can relate to real-world examples. Okay, like the example of car. Okay, now let's come to this uses of C++. What are the uses of C++ and why it is important to study this language? All the operating system you are using, like Macintosh, Windows, all are manufactured using C++. Okay, the web browsers like Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Safari, these are also designed in this language. Okay, and the Photoshop, Adobe famous Photoshop editor software also developed in this language. Okay, so this language is used by hundreds and thousands of programmers in essentially all application domain. So in game development also C++ is used. Okay, so for today this much only, and the assignment for grade 7 is you need to copy the simple slides content in your journal, and for grade 8 you need to run these 2 programs. Later on grade 7 will also do, but for grade 8 this is the revision part. Okay, thank you everyone, take care, bye bye.